Thank you for joining us wherever you are. This podcast episode is brought to you by the Old Ways Actual Play team. This actual play uses the Mage the Ascension 20th Anniversary rules by Onyx Path Publishing. This actual play is performed by adults and contains adult themes. Our World of Darkness is intended for adults. Listeners should pay close attention to all listed content warnings. All content, including names, places, events, companies, and etc., which may bear resemblance to entities living or dead, is strictly coincidental. My name is Michael Diamond, and for tonight's game, I will be your storyteller.
Thank you for joining us again, another episode of the Old Ways podcast. I am your storyteller, Michael Diamond. My pronouns are he, him, and we are back with Mage from Great Beyond, our Mage the Ascension series, using Mage 20th Anniversary Edition rules. So we want to welcome you in, and especially welcome our Patreon supporters who are amazing and help support this show, and have even placed a fresh NPC in this game that was played by a fun guest. And so I would love for you to also check us out on YouTube, subscribe there as we continue to our new goal to march to 2,000 subscribers. And also check us out on Twitch, where you can see us do things both in the visual and auditory environment. And now we will get to cast introductions, beginning to my right.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I play Kayleigh Hannah Godfrey. And I got information from a guru, in quotation marks, who knew my name, and I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable that you might not like just happening upon somebody who automatically knew who you were. Next to Kayleigh.
This is Lecco playing Dante, Maxim Vargas Bailey, who will probably never learn to co-locate, the only true way to multitask.
I mean, never say never. I suppose you could talk to your avatar about it. And speaking of, next with Dante.
Hi, I'm Bunny. I play Dante's tutor, and our pronouns are she, her. And I'm trying to give him some leash. That's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to give him some leash that he hopefully won't choke himself with.
Well, I mean, for some people, asphyxiation is just half the fun. Next to tutor.
This is Jake, and I'm playing Oliver Devereaux. And as I keep getting reminded, I am racking up debt.
Yeah, that darn capitalism even exists within some ways with the Hermetic Order, it seems. You're always going to be in debt to somebody, whether it's mystically or mundanely. And with Oliver.
This is Silas. I'm playing Suits, and man, that's a lot of cash. It probably could have paid off this whole legal thing.
Yeah, probably. But it seems that your guy there has just something inside of him that wouldn't let him just, be completely selfish. You'll have to work on that. So we're going to raise the curtain tonight back in Vegas the next morning. So for a reminder for our audience, a couple of things have already technically happened this morning. Dante's made a phone call, talked about legal representation, has gone through all of his mental acuity and compartmentalization steps in hopes of fortifying his body and mind. And his SUV is back in his driveway. But I want play to begin with Kayleigh, if I can. So you went back to your place and you rested. And still no sign of Mr. B, but it's not like he hasn't come or gone before. How were you spending the next morning?
I'm just making breakfast, and I was going to send a follow-up text to the guys asking if they wanted to meet in person or if they just want a phone call.
Okay. So then we'll play through then. Oliver, you had said that you'd get a hold of her the next morning, and soon enough she's on your phone seeing if you want to meet up.
Yeah, sure. I like meeting people. I like to talk to people.
So, I mean, I'll wait for a response from Dante as well, and if he wants to meet up, I'll just send taco truck, ?
To the taco truck.
You know what? I'd rather avoid the strip.
Okay.
Okay.
Statistically speaking, there's more cops on the strip than anywhere else.
You got a place in mind?
No, not really. Oh, we can go to Life on Mars. Adam's not there, but we can still go.
I
Okay.
haven't been there in a while. Sure.
Yeah.
Do they serve breakfast?
Yeah, I mean, swing back through Life on Mars. Certainly a place that you have been a couple of times. Probably not since Adam worked there before the Night of the Sphere, but not like the place has changed much. The clientele hasn't changed much either. It's basically groups of washed out and down on their luck casino hawks that go there for cheap meals and reasonably decent food. It's not on Strip. It's north of it, near Echo Park.
I'm glad we're all still in one piece.
Yeah.
It's only been a day, right?
How much trouble could we get into in a day?
Well,
Don't ask that question.
When that's said, I'll shoot Suits just a very conceited look. Just like a,
You get back a clearly knowing smile.
Anybody do anything interesting?
I went into an abandoned mine shaft, found a guru who already knew who I was, said that we had had the conversation that we were about to have a couple of times before, and gave me information about the compound of the drug, the one that's on the street. So that's what I did yesterday.
Okay, that's interesting. That qualifies.
Beat me. I don't know. Way more interesting.
I met a dragon.
Wait, hold on. What?
Huh? What about a dragon?
I met a dragon.
Oh, yeah? Well, I met a werewolf.
Wait, you met a werewolf?
I forgot.
Dante,
Yeah.
be respectful. That is your cousin after all.
I didn't say anything bad. She's a werewolf, right? Is that not the PC term?
You met a werewolf and you didn't introduce me?
Anyway, it sounds like we all had an interesting day.
Like a real dragon? How big was it?
It's a good size.
Were you high?
No, unfortunately.
Wait, but were you talking to your guru in the mine shaft? Is that a euphemism?
No, it's a literal thing. There's a town in the desert that has an abandoned mine shaft, and I followed a sign that said paradise. So I went to paradise, like,
This is starting to sound like euphemism.
but it's not. I don't know exactly how far the ladder into the earth went. Somewhere probably, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 feet, something like that. And he was just down there in the dark, and he knew my name.
Yeah.
But basically, the people who are dying from this new street drug, they're dying because they don't know how to use it correctly. I was not given information on how to use it correctly, outside of the fact that it's supposed to be used for, like, meditative purposes, spirit walks, things of that nature. And that it is grown in a community south, or it was for a long time. And I did not get any information on that community. He would not give it to me. Because he said they don't produce it anymore, but I don't believe that. But the people who currently are using it, it has to be grown. It can't be synthesized. So that it's not a completely inorganic drug or organic compounds, which we knew.
So where's that leave us?
It leaves us with the fact that it's a natural plant, which means that if we can find where it's being grown, we can burn it, get rid of seeds, inform the authorities if we don't want to take matters into our own hands, which is probably what we should do, but probably not what we're going to do.
I don't
Well, I mean-
really know what to do.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I mean, it's a little. Are we talking like vigilante justice? Like, is that where we are now? Are we?
Maybe?
By the way, I don't think you have room to talk about vigilante justice. I saw your viral video.
Look, I wasn't passing judgment. I was asking if we're all on the same page. Okay, like I was already in for a penny and a slap. I just wasn't volunteering you all. Like I didn't feel like that was, ask me to be a superhero. I'm ready, buddy. Come on. Have you seen my tights?
We have to find it first.
Yeah. And that is what I'm pretty sure is in those files, is whatever that compound is that's making people die. And the only other information I got is that this guru met with the young man who essentially is behind the scandal of the church, who also is dead. And my the contact who gave me his mom's information, I didn't ask if it was an overdose or if it was, murder, but he was basically selling the compound. So I don't know exactly where he was getting it from either, but
Right. I wonder if we can track back somehow, find information on where he might have gotten it from.
yeah, like he got a small amount of it from the guru, but if he was selling it, he must have had another supplier somewhere.
I mean, I know someone we could technically ask where they're getting it.
And who would that be?
He's a little worse for wear right now, but I know which hospital he's in.
Oh, is this the guy that you beat up?
Yeah, my sister, my sister's baby daddy.
Yeah. Well, we can ask him as a last resort if we can't figure it out. But that's what I know.
I mean, it's quite a bit. It's way more than I've gotten from the powers that be. They haven't really. I mean, whatever they know, they're not talking about right now because they've got a bunch of other shit on their mind.
I have John still looking at the substance, so he might be able to give us some leads if he can figure out what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I don't know if I'm strong enough to trace it. Like, even, like, getting my hands on it, I don't know if I'd be strong enough to trace it.
Oliver, I remember when we were in that library, there was all sorts of weird stuff in there about, like, collaboration and kind of group things that people could do.
Rituals and
Yeah. Can we pull that stuff out? Can we do that stuff?
I don't know. I mean, we're not exactly on the same wavelength when it comes to our belief systems.
Sure.
We might be able to try it.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on what we're dipping into, right? Like, most of the stuff that I know about this substance is derived from the more of my, I guess you could say, like a esoteric physicality school of thought, which a lot of my kind of basis is grounded in books that I found there in that library. Now, granted, a bunch of the other stuff, I don't necessarily know how well that would jive with what goes on in there, but a lot of that stuff's up here now. So much to my tutor's dismay, she's not a big fan of my programming, but it's working out pretty well so far.
Your landlord was moving this stuff.
Yeah, he had some. But I don't know where he would have gotten it from.
There's got to be a connection between him and the guy who died at your church.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't die at the church. He died in a different neighborhood, but he was the one who got the church in trouble. Because if what I think happened is what happened, he was probably selling on church grounds.
Right.
Because it was a safer place to sell.
Damn, I wish I'd gotten his cell phone.
Well, so the young man who died was also a drug addict. Supposedly he was clean. So if he was clean and he was dealing, it makes me almost want to try to get a hold of like his autopsy report or something like that just to see how he died. But I don't know how much help that might be. if I'm honest.
So you said something about him being connected to the guru.
Yeah, that he got it from the guru originally.
What are the chances that he would have gotten it from the guru originally and then also found a illegal supplier of it
Yeah.
afterwards?
I don't know if he gave it to someone and they're the people who are now supplying it and growing it, or if he got it from the guru and then talked to somebody about it who said, oh yeah, no, I know where you can get basically that same thing.
Hey, do you know what this stuff is called?
No.
But you said that it used to be grown in a lot south of town. Do you know whereabouts?
It was no. He said it was in a small community to the south in the desert. He wouldn't give me more information or a location or who they were.
So there is a guy in my old building who is a small time pot dealer, but there might be a chance that he might know something about some substances that were moving before.
Yeah, I'll take anything at this point. What the guru gave me was that this community was very close-knit, very tight. Nobody knew about it until somebody decided to blab. Kind of drug.
Davey knows that I'm not a buyer, but I look at Oliver. You want a referral?
Okay, sure, why not? I can always use another dealer.
I mean, I know Davey works in the morning, so I'm gonna... Let me see your phone. I don't necessarily need this going through work channels, if that's okay.
All right.
I'll text Davey. Hey, it's Dante. Hope you're still working. Found someone in need of your services for therapeutic reasons. Hit me up at this number, and I'll leave him Oliver's number. Yeah, I'll contact Davey, the pot dealer.
It probably takes a few minutes. You guys get your food, and then eventually the phone buzzes.
Check it out.
It's a message that says, Dante, who the fuck is Dante? And then you get a message like immediately afterwards. Oh, right. Sure. You know where I live?
I don't know where you live.
Yeah, we go there after breakfast. It's my old place. It's the old haunt, right? The place we moved out of.
Okay.
Place we moved out of. Yeah, going there is not too much of a big deal. It won't necessarily spark any interest. I know they're watching my movements pretty close, so I just have to assume that the SUV is constantly being tracked, especially by. There's a new group of players in town. I don't know if you all are aware of this, but there's a shakeup even in the organization that I've been working with. There's apparently a whole hierarchy shift as a bunch of Big Brother types are rolling into town and trying to kind of take charge of everything out from under the finance department.
Well, that's not good.
That sounds really bad.
Wonder if they have any connection to Gravy.
I don't know, but these guys are all business, from the mirror shades to the suits to, the classic sedans to bad shoes.
It sounds a whole lot like Garvey.
Yeah.
Who you, of course, call Gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know something?
There's a guy who apparently works with the black hats and mirror shade type people, and he tried to recruit me early on.
Oh.
I told him to pound sand.
Oh, that makes sense. Actually, it makes a whole lot of sense. So that means they've been in town since before we met.
He seemed like more of a mid-level, like a street agent kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and not to jog the player's memory or give them unnecessary tips, but you would be aware that John had mentioned that him and Garvey had talked previously.
Mhm.
So Mr. Garvey has been in town for some time.
A while, yeah. Yeah, so he's been here for a while, but he's probably got more backup.
Well, it also means he's probably got a lot more clout and power right now too.
Mm-hmm.
If his backup's in town. I mean, those guys rolled up on me at the garage in a matter of minutes after I showed up.
Oh, good.
So I'm just trying to play it cool. So yeah, let's go see Davey. Unless, hey, real quick question. Can you do me a favor? Can you think real hard about that dragon? I just want to see it.
Sure. When I try to get a mental picture of the dragon. I mean, it's pretty much burned into my brain.
It's burned into your brain, yes. So you're going to read his surface thoughts?
I'm going to look deeply into Oliver's eyes and attempt to
kiss him.
I'm going to get real close.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to look behind his eyes into what his eyes saw.
Okay.
And it's less about what he saw and more about his experience, really.
Sure.
Is he resisting?
I don't imagine so, but are you resisting his?
No.
Okay.
So I got 3 successes.
I am. You look deep into his eyes and you begin to sort of furl yourself in to pick up on those impressions. And something inside Oliver's brain puts a brick wall up.
Whoa.
Like you feel like you've been put in a box all of a sudden, like mentally. Like, whoa, what happened? There was a window here and now I'm in a box.
Oliver, there's something else in here.
And where?
Was that you?
Oh, you know what? The dragon might have done that. It's all hush, hush.
Oh, sure, right. Whoa, okay, sorry. I say to the sky. Sorry, my bad. That was so crazy.
Sorry I couldn't be more help.
No, that was way cool. I didn't know that could happen. That's a thing that, dude, that's a thing we can do. You can just do that?
Apparently. It wouldn't surprise me. You know, dragons and all.
Kayleigh, you want to go get some pot?
No. So I know that my landlord was probably killed based on what you told me yesterday, Oliver. And
yeah, the bullet holes gave it away.
I am going to go home and see if I can't talk to him.
The dead guy?
Yes. Dante. The dead guy.
Okay. You head back. And then Dante and Oliver are going to head to try to buy some illicit substances, or at least talk to somebody who deals in them.
We're going to talk to Davey, buy some. Well, I figure if we buy some pot, it gets us in the door, right? And we can talk to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stick with Kayleigh for a second. You get back to the condominium complex, and that's when you spot it. And you had a feeling it would be here anyway, but there's 5 or 6 LVPD that are here.
Yep, I expected that.
They're swarmed around the manager's office. They're not letting anybody into the complex proper. Certainly, like, your condo and your space is got external access, so like you can still go to your place. But there's an awful lot of people here. All uniforms at this point.
Yeah, and like I anticipated that because it's a murder scene, which is why I wasn't gonna like I knew they were gonna show up sooner or later, which is why I didn't want to try to cross over and everything like in my car. I want to do it in the privacy of, behind a closed door with a lock.
Right. Okay. Give me a perception alertness roll.
Okay. Oh, 4 successes.
So you see it before it rolls up on you. And so I'll give you an opportunity to react. As you're sort of pulling in to your building area and deciding whether you're going to park, there is a gray Mercury Grand Marquis that is pulling up behind you. It is either a detective's vehicle or something akin to that. And then light comes on.
Yeah. Oh, like to pull me over?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I'll pull into a parking spot and I'll park my car.
Yep. It parks behind you. See 2 gentlemen are in the car. One of them gets out. Man, probably in his mid to late 30s, gets out. It's February in Vegas, so probably long sleeve shirt. No jacket, tie, walks, acts like a cop.
Okay.
A walk you know really well. because you're around a bunch of Leos all the time.
Yeah.
He walks up to the car and keeps a fair, not distance from the car, but you can tell that he's being careful. And you hear, if you don't roll down your window, you would hear him say, "Ma'am, can you roll your window down for me?"
And I'll roll my window down.
Miss Godfrey, is it?
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, I just want to be, just a couple of questions. Are you, is there a weapon in the vehicle?
Yes, there is. It's in the glove compartment.
Okay. He steps a little closer, but he's still staying easily outside of door reach.
Because if he knows who I am, he probably knows what I do for a living.
Probably. You'd probably find it a little strange that his first question would be, is there a weapon in the vehicle?
Right. That would be a weird question if he didn't know what I did for a living.
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly got asked a rhetorical question.
Yeah. Is there something that I can help you with?
Yeah, we're just stopping everybody comes into the space here. There's been an incident. We saw your car pull up.
Yeah, I mean, I live here.
Mm-hmm. We're aware.
Okay.
Can you tell me where you were yesterday around 2 p.m.?
Yeah, I was driving in the desert.
Okay. He takes that up. Small book and writes something down. Okay. You just going home?
Yeah, I met with a couple of friends over at Life on Mars for breakfast, but I was going to do some research, probably take a nap. I wasn't planning on doing anything really, truly exciting today.
Okay. Good to know. He steps back for a second. You hear radio chatter. You're free to go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I'll roll up my window and I'll open my car door. I'll retrieve my weapon from the glove compartment and put it in a holster and go up to my... because of what I do for my job, I know that I have all of my permits and everything for it. So it's not like they would be able to detain me for an illegal weapon or something like that, because I would absolutely have to have all of the legal channels filled for it. So
yeah. Anything specific you're doing at your place?
I mean, I'm going to lock the doors and I'm going to get, I'm going to turn off the lights and light some candles and go basically into a meditative state so that way I can hopefully cross over to pierce the veil and see if my landlord spirit is hanging around for me to talk to.
Okay, so there's a couple different ways you can do this.
Yeah.
You could certainly use Spirit 2, and you could look around to see if there are any ambient spirits, in the space in the area that you could talk to. You could see that with Spirit 1. You can see through the gauntlet, and you can see spirits. Spirit 2, you can actually touch them, interact with them physically. If you're using Spirit 3 to move through the gauntlet to go there, that is something else entirely, but also something you can do.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I would probably be using Spirit 2 because I want to take a look around, because if he's not there, there's no reason for me to fully cross over.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, if you're just looking around, then it's spirit senses. I'm just trying to make the role easier on the player. There's no reason to make it harder. So it's highest sphere +3 because it's coincidental. No one can tell that you're looking into the spirit world.
2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you look around your apartment. That gives you the first area of look, and you can probably go to a window and sort of look in that direction. There are spirits that are out there, and not all of them seem like things you'd want to see. You can also tell that there's a couple people outside who are damaged spiritually. Their auras look strange.
Which isn't surprising.
No, probably not. No. I mean, you're looking at a very spiritual level at these people. So,
Yeah.
To get a real look inside that space, though, you're going to probably have to go there because you're not anywhere physically close to the building.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I want to avoid doing, because it's like, well, why are you lingering on the, around the crime scene? Just because you said you were driving in the desert,
no.
yesterday afternoon.
What I mean by that is that you cross the gauntlet and go there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to cross the gauntlet. I was hoping that I could see it without, but I would cross the gauntlet to go there for sure.
Okay, so that is a couple things.
Yeah.
That's an Arte roll. One you could absolutely spend willpower on if that's what you want to do. It is vulgar without witnesses. So there's no coincidental way to pass through the gauntlet. So you'll pick up an immediate point of paradox.
Yep.
And when you roll your Arte, just tell me if you get any ones. And if you do, tell me how many. And then it's highest sphere +4. So your difficulty is 7.
I have 2 successes with no ones.
Even though you don't have a focus for spirit, tell me what it is like. You said you're going to get into a meditative state, which you've done. But my question is after you're in that meditative state, then what does it look like when Kayleigh steps across the gauntlet? When you poof out of existence, or you meld into reality to leave the physical world for the spirit one, what does it look like?
It's Kayleigh going into a somersault, specifically just from like a sitting position into like a crouching position.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a super acrobatic move, but it's a very specifically physical action that helps her realize when she has successfully transferred.
Okay.
And it's something that can be safely done damn near anywhere, as long as I'm not like on a cliff or on the top of a building or something like that, because it doesn't require like longer, wider distances for movement, but it's very effective for the realization of whether or not I was far enough out of the meditative state to be able to cross the gauntlet.
So you begin to transition between the physical and the spiritual, and you realize it's going to take an awful lot of extra work because you're in a really dense urban area. The gauntlet here is thick and is difficult to traverse. And so this is an extended test now because 2 successes is not enough.
Okay. So would you like me to roll again?
Yeah, I would. Essentially, you're going to extend that test and keep pushing.
I have 2 more successes with no ones. I rolled.
Okay. So you step sideways. And as you do in the way that you've really only stepped sideways once before during the sphere fight.
Yep.
So you experienced something brand new because that was sort of a different space and time and co-location where you were. When you step sideways, you realize you leave something behind.
What have I left behind, storyteller?
All of the matter that you would normally have on you is not there. There's no spirituality when it comes to your clothing. You're in a spiritual form now. So I wonder, what does Kayleigh's spiritual form look like?
Like a soft, glowy blue color, mostly.
Okay.
There, like, I don't really have like overly distinct features in spirit form. It's not like ethereal being of light, but it is kind of like, ooh, ghostly.
Mm-hmm.
But blue.
Okay. You are blue. And now you move. Movement here is way faster.
Oh, yeah.
You go and check out where your landlord died. The space, his office, fairly well, have to drop rent off, the space is swarming with things, spirits, objects that echo back through the spirit world. Each one has a different echo. You can tell that there are machines in the room, and there are definitively forms in that room that are also glowing. People. You think those are people?
I would like to essentially call my landlord's name and see if I get an answer or if somebody moves in particular response to it.
You call out your landlord's name, Randy.
Randy.
You call out for Randy. And the umbra that is here sort of moves and shimmers a little bit. And out of it, a being unfolds. Think of reality as you know it, bending in front of you and forming a shape, a humanoid shape. But it's a shade of its former self. You're not sure if it's Randy or not, but whatever you've called is here.
Is that you?
I am here.
It's Kayleigh.
It doesn't respond.
How did you die?
It gets closer to you. Suddenly, like, uncomfortably close. And you can see a hole in the spirit's head. You see a through and through hole. You see like the after echo images of eyes and Randy's face. And there's a hole in his chest.
Who was your last visitor?
You can feel the spirit working and contemplating, almost as if it's trying to summon the memory. And it says, Sonny.
For the drugs.
The drug. Vital.
Where did it come from? Vital.
Sonny.
Sonny who?
Make me a perception awareness roll.
3.
In the background, you hear what sounds like radio chatter. Here. You don't know how or why, but it's there. You hear, Control, I think we have an entity here. Confirm?
Does that distract me enough that I start fading? Or am I strong enough to stay?
No. When you step sideways, you're here.
Yeah, I was about 95% sure, yeah.
Yeah, if it pulls your perception away based on your alertness roll, or awareness roll, it pulls it away. I'm just telling you what you hear.
Okay. I'm not gonna focus too hard on that because while I have him here, I want to keep him here because there's no telling how long spirits stay.
Okay. You focus back in on him. It sort of looks at you.
Where is Sonny?
I don't know. Not here.
You've been a help, and you should rest.
More radio chatter from behind you. Yep. Class 4 entity. All right. Prepare the cage. And now I'll make a roll.
No. No, this is awful.
This is
Mr.
the
B
fuck
is
around
going
and
to be
find out
so
portion.
mad.
Yeah. Okay. You have a effect coming at you.
Okay.
It is a spirit-based effect. It is attempting to constrict the gauntlet around you to make it immovable for you, to hold you in place.
Okay.
You could use your own arete to attempt to counter that effect. Effectively, mages can always use their arete as counter counter magic, provided that they have a proper sphere.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a spirit-based attack, then that's what I'd use. So,
Okay, so roll your RT and get more successes than I have.
yeah, I'm also going to burn a willpower.
It's technically dimensional science based off of a device, but neither here nor there. All right, you burn a willpower.
So our 10s are just a standard success, right?
On RT, 10s explode.
Oh, okay.
You're not a sorcerer. You're not a hedge mage. You're a true mage. You explode.
So, no jokes. I rolled a 7, a 5, a 10, a 10, a 10, and a 4.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, 4 successes?
Okay. You put your hands up and resist this incoming effect. Basically, you get lit up in Dayglow purple, which actually suits you pretty well given the blue. But unfortunately, you don't like the way it makes you feel. And you work to shut that down by resisting it. Which, the retort is to put a spotlight on you. So you see the space get flooded with light? ? Like it gets brighter over here.
Have I resisted enough to be able to move out?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Then I'm going to move out and go back to my apartment. And I will break... I'll go back through into the regular world.
Okay. I am absolutely willing to let you do that as a method of evasion. But given our purveyors of dimensional science, they're not going to just simply give up. They don't do that.
No.
Okay. You run back to your place. I'll get back to you in a minute. Oliver and Dante.
Knock, knock, motherfucker.
Well, you go back to see your friend.
Yeah, Davey. I make sure to bring Sophie with me because she does enjoy Dante's place.
Of course. Yeah, Davey answers the door. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, been a while. How you doing here? How you liking the new neighbors?
Oh, they're weird.
This is my buddy Oliver.
Hey.
Davey looks at you. Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, just looking for some shit.
Come in.
Sure. Come on in.
I will step aside for Oliver, and as he's coming in, I will put Sophia at the basically right at the door and just kind of gesture for her.
Nice. Yeah, how's Sophie doing, man?
Oh, she's good. She misses you.
I hear that shit all the time.
Yeah, we were. Well, honestly, I'll let y'all handle your business. Oliver was just kind of telling me that he was looking to score, and I was like, well, I know a guy, so.
You definitely know a guy. So what you need, man?
Well, pick up a little pot.
Okay. I appreciate you coming to a local.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
there's so many places here now.
Right. I don't like to pay the taxes and everything.
Fuck, who likes to pay taxes?
Right. Fuck the man, as it were.
That's one way to put it. Sure. Okay. So I usually have 3 lanes that I work down. So are you like a recreational guy, likes to body buzz?
Yeah, I'm a recreational guy.
Okay. I just want to make sure you don't want any madman shit, because I've got that stuff too, and you really got to be into it.
Speaking of which, I hear there's a new drug on the scene.
I mean, there's stuff all the time that's coming into and on the market. Depends on what you're into.
I don't know, just something that I've been hearing all over the place.
Okay. What'd you hear?
It's some kind of liquid.
Okay.
Yeah, they say they grow it someplace south of town. Or they did.
I'm giving him an intelligence drug knowledge roll, which is perfectly in line with World of Darkness. Okay, so the last thing I heard, there was a party down at one of the casinos that got a little wild. I don't know if you've... So listen, there's a guy that ended up at the Hollywood hospital recently, and he'd gotten pretty fucked up. And evidently, Woodcrest, the guy that runs Hollywood Hospital, said that his veins were black. I'd never heard of that before.
Black, huh?
Yeah, like some kind of injectable. I don't know.
What kind of shit could do that to you?
Dude, I don't know. People dream up shit and they put it in their bodies.
It ain't right.
I mean, I don't know.
You know who sells that shit just so I can avoid them in the future?
I mean, yeah, I know a guy who sells stuff like that. Sure. The Razor's Edge has got people that sell stuff like that.
Now stay away from that in the future. All I like to do is get a little high, play some video games, chill out with some music.
Yeah, basic stuff. You're like, how much do you need?
A quarter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not like moving a real substance.
Oliver, I have a suggestion for you. Well, as it turns out, mankind has been using drugs like this to achieve a shared mental state for eons. Could help you with a problem you have.
I'll have to think on that.
While these two are talking, and I'm kind of just wandering around, just kind of following Sophia, just kind of looking around, not being nosy, but being nosy.
Yeah.
I would like to kind of try to key in, and while watching my my biorhythm tracker, I'm going to see if I can key in on that signature that I picked up off of that substance prior when we did the analysis.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any hint of it here, just for funsies.
Sure. Go ahead and
It's like a Life 1, Prime 1.
yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Sensory stuff, so pretty easy difficulty.
Sophie, get out of there. I got 3 successes.
Yeah, Davy's place is clean of that. You don't find any hint or trace of it here.
Everything's so natural here.
I mean, he's basically like pot and shrooms, and the occasional maybe some other hallucinogenics, but he plays it pretty clean.
You any shrooms?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I'll totally take some shrooms too.
Remember the library? This is the guy.
Oh, the guy.
This is the guy, yeah.
He sort of turns and gestures to himself with 2 thumbs. I'm the guy. It's me. He gives you a bag of shrooms. He's like, okay, between the weed and the shrooms, let's just say 100.
All right, that's cool. Give him 100.
He takes
Hey, you remember Mariana's boyfriend?
Oh yeah.
Do you know if he runs with those Razor's Edge guys?
Yeah, so the Razor's Edge for a really long time was a place that really just focused specifically on certain clientele, but they've had to, with the economic downturn, they've had to sort of expand their clientele list. And so they went from doing creative technical work to getting into boostables, creating hardware hacks for cars.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff you can walk up to a new Mercedes and deploy some kind of device that takes the car over. It's for boosting stuff. Brought a whole bunch of money into the Razor's Edge, and I stopped going there because they did not like the people who were hanging out there. Russians, other overseas people. Not that I got any problem with people who, come from different places, but these folks were connected, and I didn't like what I felt.
Gotcha. I was just curious. It just sounds like some bullshit he'd be into,
But yeah, you want to, gestures to the bong on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Have Ed.
Thank you. We'll try it out.
I mean, could the bong probably used to be clean? Sure, but what bong couldn't?
Right.
I will allow Sophie to partake the way that she likes to partake. So she'll basically hang out near Oliver and sniff his face
Blow it
while he's taking care of business.
Yep.
We don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Sophie enjoys it.
Yeah.
You can feel her relax.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you realize how exactly how stressed out you are.
Yeah. Now my watch will freak out if I take a hit of that stuff right now. So.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Davey. I got your number next time I need some stuff.
Yeah, sure, man. Anytime.
All right.
I will give him a fist bump and slip him a 50.
Oh, hey, thanks. I hope we make rent.
Hey, do me a favor. If you catch any more wind of any of that weird black vein stuff, we're just trying to steer clear of it. But I got a feeling that it's working its way around to people that are close to me. So if you hear anything, I'd appreciate a heads up.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, that the horror story that I heard from the Hollywood hospital was that that guy died.
Oh, black veins, like.
I suppose you got a name, huh?
No, I just heard the story. He had a girlfriend who did a bunch of. No judgment, but she works online, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they were out at a club or a party or whatever, I guess. He came into the Hollywood hospital after that, and then he was gone. The word I heard was that it's pretty ugly too, like cardiac arrest, the whole thing. So don't go sticking yourself with anything.
You know me. Not even aspirin. So, no, we appreciate it. Appreciate the help. And you have a good morning, right?
Yeah, you too.
We step out in the hall. So a few months ago, Adam had a neighbor who his entire inside of his body turned black.
I remember him saying something about that.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet this is the same shit.
Well, I mean, I'm not much good at the hospital, but Hollywood Hospital, is that an actual hospital? Or is that just like the name of a club?
No, Hollywood Hospital is an actual hospital in our Las Vegas.
Okay. So, this sounds like something that we should rub Kayleigh in on.
Yeah. We're going to have to check out this Razor's Edge, definitely.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear back from Jason as well regarding my brother. My brother needs an attorney. He's in lockup for doing some dumb shit at the MGM. Anyway.
As luck would have it, I'm trying to get an attorney myself. So
sure, trust me, you don't want one of these. No, I'm just gonna try to. I'm trying to convince him that it's in their best interest to preserve my public relations, yada yada, help get my brother out. But he's a fucking idiot.
I don't know anything about you. You got a girlfriend, boyfriend, both?
I drift as I need to. Honestly, I haven't. Hasn't really been room in my life for intimacy in some time. Closest I used to get was when I was working at the Chippendales, and honestly, last guy I spent any time with there hired me. So,
Yeah.
Whatever that tells you. It does get a little lonely though.
Yeah, well, that's the life of a swinging mage.
I guess. I mean, if I was a mage, I was just swinging from trapezes. It was still pretty damn lonely. Do you want to reach Kayleigh now, or do you want to?
Yeah,
it's a little early to stop by this Razor's Edge place. All right, let's see what she's up to.
Yeah, let's give her a call.
We'll climb the SUV.
Let's do it. Let's see what Kayleigh's up to. Kayleigh, you pop back into your body, or you pop back through the gauntlet into your apartment or your condo, and you are breathless from running from whatever they tried to trap you in.
I'm going to grab my keys and get my car, and I'm going to leave. And if the detective stops me, I'll tell him that I'm just going to go and see my family, which is what I'm going to do, because that was very unnerving, and I'm going to go see my parents in case something like that happens again. I want to see them again before something else happens to me.
You grab your keys, you get to your car, and your phone goes off.
Hello?
Kayleigh. So we found some information out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
I also have other news to tell you and Dante, but I don't want to talk about it over the phone.
You first. Or you want to meet somewhere?
Can we meet at the library?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I should talk to John anyhow. So
Okay. I'm also going to stop by my parents really quick, so I'll meet you over there in like an hour.
all right.
We'll follow Kayleigh to your parents' house.
I don't get stopped by the detectives?
Nope.
Perfect. I basically just drop by and tell them that I know I hadn't seen them for a while because I'm not at church and everything as much as they are, and I was thinking about them and wanted to stop by and say hello.
They thank you for stopping by. They tell you that they're concerned.
Yeah.
They hope you're okay. They know you do dangerous work.
Yep. And I tell them that I will be better about dropping by and calling because I haven't been, and we're a family, and I know that they're here to support me as much as I am to support them.
You want to roll manipulation subterfuge or...
No. It's honesty.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
it's-
I mean, I find it hard to believe, but go right ahead. Perhaps you mean well. We know that you're a terrible liar.
Yeah. And I'm sure my parents know that, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they helped raise you, so they see through your bullshit immediately, but they glad hand you and say, of course.
And then after like a, 20, 25 minute visit, I'll give them hugs and I will head over to the library.
Okay. We are at the Crescent Library then. The group is together.
On the way there, I will regale Oliver, since he said he doesn't know me, with tales of being one of a dozen children of the Maritza and Andrew Bailey, Vargas Bailey pairing, which led to basically the breeding pool of half a dozen aerialists and performers, followed by a group of kind of ne'er-do-wells that were commonly referred to as the kids' table, which Dante, as the kind of middle child of that group, took upon himself to shelter and raise because they were kind of on their own. And like the eldest are kind of on their family kick, and they're either performers professionally or other than like Mariana, who was a dancer, who is now, with child. And then there's basically the younger ones like Marcos, who's in jail, and Estella, who is unemployed and currently raising her son, Miguel, who was a compulsive gambler but is now kind of recovering. This is the conversation we have on the way to the library.
You just have an entire soap opera in your family.
Well, now you know why I'm single.
Yeah, I just get that.
All I do is work, man. Brother needs a break. The most fun I've had is with you all, and we got assaulted by a demon lady at the Sphere.
Which kind of was a little fun in retrospect. Yeah,
It was moist.
at the time it was terrifying and harrowing, but
it still doesn't really seem like old hat. I'm still wondering if we're gonna. There's still that's like scar in the sky or some weird. The place isn't right. It's never going to be right
I
again.
would think
is
that
it?
your people would have taken care of that.
We're definitely doing something.
You can pull in the library up. Are you staying on the public side until Kayleigh gets
until
here?
Kayleigh gets there.
Yeah, Kayleigh, you walk in and you see a woman, an older woman putting books away, and then Dante and Oliver.
Kayleigh, let's go back into the real library.
Yeah.
So we're not overheard.
You utilize the access that you have to get into the library proper.
So who wants to start?
So I almost got captured.
Capture.
Do what now?
So I crossed into the gauntlet to talk to Randy, my landlord, and I heard radio chatter, and some people of some sort tried to capture me while I was in the gauntlet.
I look at Dante and then shake my head.
I have my protocol manual with me, right? Like it's probably like on my phone.
Probably, yeah.
Would I be at all from, I mean, I like, it's not necessarily in my sphere of influence, but as far as like if I suspect there is a ghost, there's probably I definitely have a standard operating procedure that I'm supposed to follow.
You call somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's call somebody and then observe, report, and then do not engage unless you are certified in X number of things, which you're not.
Which I'm not, remotely, yeah. You said you heard radio chatter?
Yeah.
So they're probably watching your place then.
Sure. Who's they?
They like them, like I hold up my phone like them.
Got it. So what I'm hearing is that I should probably be staying away from you.
I mean, I'm not looking to rat you out or anything. I don't think you were doing anything necessarily wrong, were you? I mean, you were just talking to some dead guy.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to. It's not like I was haunting the living.
But if they had the place on lockdown because they suspect something's up, then they might have seen you as a potential hostile. I mean, it makes sense.
Well, the trouble with people who are dead is sometimes they hang around for a really, really, really long time, and sometimes they don't hang around long enough. So,
well, I don't know anything about that, but if
it was mostly a matter of the fact that it's on lockdown because all of the police were there, doing the investigation, but I didn't want to risk his spirit having already moved on.
Well, but if they're specialists there, this isn't just a cop situation. That means that they suspect something extra normal is up.
Yeah, probably because of the drugs and whatever is so special about these drugs is it permeates all forms of reality dimension bullshit. I don't actually know if that's true. That's a theory, but I didn't want to talk about this over the phone because I don't know where the reach is.
Well, as far as I know, this is a safe place.
Yeah, there's wards.
I don't get any signal down here, so I'm assuming they don't either.
I did find out from him that he got the drug from a man named Sonny.
Right. So we found out that this stuff could probably be found at the place called the Razor's Edge.
That's the place Kayleigh would be familiar with, at least by name, not other reasons.
Okay.
And it appears that somebody died and had black veins, which leads me to believe that a few months ago, Adam and I had run across a dead body whose entire inside was black, like a black substance.
Yeah.
We were looking into it, but never really got anywhere with it.
Yeah, I mean, and I wonder if that was like a test batch.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it could have just been early on, right?
Yeah, like trying to refine it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it also sounds like whoever is using this, or whoever's distributing this stuff, isn't telling people how they're. What did you say? How they're supposed to be using it, or what have you? So everybody's just overdosing because they're taking it like normal drugs.
Yeah. Well.
And look, Kayleigh.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, if you're worried about associating with me, like, I really get it. But I can tell you is this: they know, the people that need to know that I'm working with you. They know I'm working with Oliver. They know that I'm not, I mean, I may be bought and paid for, but I'm not. I have my own way of handling things, and they seem okay with that. So I can't speak for what they might have done while you were lurking around the afterlife at your place. I'm not going to let anything happen to you while I'm here, while you're with me, at least as far as they're concerned. Like, I hope that's clear. I'm not, like, I'm with y'all.
See, and like, I believe you, but I don't trust them.
Well, neither do I, and neither does Tudor, for that matter.
Sure don't.
Well, that's good. I should hope that, the individuals that unfortunately I cannot see don't agree with, the stuff that, like, you are bought and paid for, and I get that. And that you were under contract and whatever else. But the less information that they have on me and Oliver, I think is actually probably a good thing.
Assure her that is a good thing.
Oh, yes, very good.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, I can't disagree either.
I think it's bad enough that they already know that you're working with us.
There's no way we could have escaped that.
No, but you didn't necessarily have to be so open about it. Or you should have at least asked us if it was okay that they knew about us.
They were going to find out one way or the other.
To be fair to you, I know that they can't hear me, but I will assure you, I think they would have found out who you were hanging out with, where you went, what your favorite order at every place you've ever eaten was.
Yes, I know they have their eyes and their ears firmly up my ass. I don't need you to remind me.
Well, I'm saying not to let it seem like it's all your fault that they know about who you associate with, because they would have known whether or not you ever said anything at all. So listen, I'm trying to be fair to you here. I'm trying to cut you some slack.
I appreciate that.
No problem, pretty boy. No problem.
Look, if there's something you want me to do here, just let me know. Like, I'm not looking to put you all in any extra danger.
I mean, the only thing that I can ask you to do now is to not give them more information. If they want stuff on it, I can't speak for you, Oliver, but I can speak for me in that if they want more information on me, they can either come talk to me themselves or they can figure it out on their own.
I mean, I don't tell them anything about you all. Like, they simply know that I associate with you by proximity. Like, they have people out in the open. They have surveillance out in the open. They track they're probably tracking your movements. They're definitely watching this fucking place. They know who comes in and out of here.
Yeah, I'm just saying that just in case, that would be my request.
Sure. And yeah, I what they know is what they've been able to garner of their own cognizance. I just don't necessarily deny anything. They know what happened at the Sphere. They know we were all there. That's how this all started. I mean, they were there too.
That's true. Yeah, so as far as Razor's Edge goes, I know it's a metal bar. I've been there before looking for skips, and they don't really like my kind there.
That's fair.
What's your kind? What's her kind? What's your kind?
I'm a bail bondsman.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bounty hunter.
Oh, because they all got warrants, right.
Yeah. I'm not very popular in that kind of establishment. It's not super often that I get really great leads.
Yeah, I'd probably avoid that place if I were you.
Yeah. But that's basically just to let you guys know, if you decide to go there, what kind of place it is, if you hadn't already been.
Okay.
So I guess the next steps are to find out if there is enough of that organic compound to try to trace it.
You know what about the stuff at Hollywood Hospital? Is that something you can look into, Kayleigh?
I mean, maybe. What stuff at Hollywood Hospital?
That's where the guy died. The other guy, not the one that Adam found, but the one that Davey told us about. Guy who died at Hollywood Hospital. He has a girlfriend too. She's probably still alive.
Okay.
Says she does cam work. Shit. I mean, we didn't get any names, but I mean
Yeah, I mean that's not the most helpful. Like the other guy that I know of, but the two people I know of that are dead, or one of the guys is associated with the church, and another guy that basically threw himself out of a sky walkway.
Well, right, but if this guy died in the hospital and his girlfriend's still alive, she might know where he got it.
Maybe, but if you don't have a name, how am I supposed to track that person down?
Well, this guy died at Hollywood Hospital with black veins. I'm assuming that's a lead,
oh,
right?
this guy,
Like,
yeah. I can try to look
She
into
was
him.
She was an online actress. Probably has an OnlyFans account.
Okay. Do we know how long ago that guy died?
What did Davey say? It was really recent, right?
Yeah, I think
It was in the past month or so.
So yeah, I mean, I can do what I can to look into that. It'll keep me away from Razor's Edge, that's for sure.
Well, and your place. I probably might not want to go back there for a while.
I'm not going to. I've got technically a couple places I can stay. So.
Right.
And if worse comes to worse, I can sleep in my car. Did you guys find anything else out? Or just that?
Yeah, mostly that.
Okay. At Razor's Edge, I would ask for a guy named Sonny.
Okay.
That's my landlord identified as the last person who visited him, which I assume also means that's the person who killed him.
Awesome.
So let's find John and see if there's any of that stuff left that he's not used.
Yeah, so finding John Crescent is fascinating, but certainly fascinating to both the mages and the avatars. John is working at a working table, and you see that the fluid is now out of the vial, and it's being suspended in the air. So imagine taking a big bucket of water and throwing it into the air, and it floating in air. And John has like a series of different goggles on, and he has tools in front of him that seem to be conducting this experiment, and the fluid has basically porcupined. And so at every edge of it, there are these really sharp pins that come out. All these little points. There's probably 60 or 80 of them in this huge cloud. And he's very carefully like turning it and adjusting it when you all walk up.
Hey, John.
Uh,
I don't want to disturb you.
You already did.
Well, that's just the way it is. Have you found anything out?
It's very advanced.
Well, we have some details about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's from a natural plant. There's some town south of here that they were using it to meditate and like, and then somehow somebody else got a hold of this plant and has synthesized it. And we're pretty sure it's connected to that black stuff we brought you a few months ago.
So they can't synthesize it chemically. The plants have to be grown.
So they're cultivating it somewhere.
Yeah,
So we're looking for a grow out?
of some kind. And it could be one location, it could be widespread. It might not even be here, and they're shipping the plants.
Or it could be a place like this, right? Like I gestured to the library.
Well, they need a grow house and all that stuff if they're doing it inside.
I think perhaps he means hidden like this.
Yeah.
Potentially even like specifically underground for it to not be as easily detected.
You're thinking a little three-dimensionally. That'll change in time.
Yeah, this place is like way off the grid.
Yeah.
Horizon realm?
Maybe. If it's in a horizon realm, though, you're talking about some very powerful magics to keep it secret, and then also to keep it going. Horizon realms don't just keep themselves going. There's an entire font of quintessence that would be required to keep them fun.
But something localized, something smaller, right? Like an operation or something like that could keep something like that off the radar.
Certainly.
I mean, they would need to, otherwise either, your people would find it or the other people would find it.
Yes, the other people.
Speaking of which, I thought you should let you know that there's being a shakeup on the other side, and there's a lot more Big Brother types moving into Vegas.
NWO?
Yeah.
He nods. Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm actually kind of glad that we're here. I was talking to my sponsor about the situation upstairs, and I had a thought that since we're here and all, I kind of wanted to float in your library.
He turns around and pulls the goggles up.
Look, I don't really know a whole lot about how these politics work, but there's a whole kind of devil you know thing that seemed to have been going on in Vegas before these guys showed up. And whatever beef you have with the finance team, I feel like these new players are going to be a problem for everybody involved. Now, I'm not anybody in power. I don't have any sway. I'm not in a position to broker any deals or anything. But wouldn't it be in kind of your interests and theirs to find some common ground to push these guys out, or at least to wall them out? Because isolated, you all are both pretty vulnerable because they're definitely consolidating their power now. Like, it's very obvious, and they're not wasting any time.
He scratches his head a little bit. They are on the same side.
Please don't tell me you're that naive. Aren't you like 800? You can't be this naive, right?
I'm not 800 years old.
They're not on the same side. They're.
How much do you actually know about the technocracy proper?
Not enough.
Here's what I know about the hierarchies, as far as I understand. The division I work for is relatively cloistered. They function in this area for some time. They have their interests, they have their methods, they have their mechanisms, they have their machinations. They have their models, they have their enforcers, they have their rules. When someone else comes in and attempts to reorganize from the top down, usually it involves a whole lot of firing.
Yes. I much prefer, if I have to share space, at the very least, the syndicate is a no-no. So you're not wrong.
These guys aren't here to mess around. They're here to establish control, and that it doesn't stop with my bosses.
No. I'm very glad that you realized that.
I'm just putting that out there, okay? Like, I know that there are people that are willing to have these conversations with you if you're willing to have it with them. Because no matter what happens, if things are left unchecked and all of these little pockets of resistance are isolated, they're just going to win. And then it's going to be their way. All the way. That's my understanding. So that's what I know. I don't need to know a whole lot about the technocracy as it stands to know that that's what's going to go down. I trust the people that I've been talking to.
All right. I'll take it into consideration. But he sort of turns toward you, Oliver. In no way will I be allowing them access to the library.
Yeah, we have already agreed on that.
Did they ask? Is that what they asked for?
That's what, yeah, somebody asked for that.
Bold.
Yes, they wish to catalog it. They wish to peruse the shelves.
I mean, we're going to pretend that everybody's not out for themselves here?
No. We all know that everybody's out for themselves. Which is why we're not allowing technocracy into the library.
Sure, stands to reason. I wouldn't expect you to.
I'm generally not out for myself, actually.
I was more talking about the broader groupings, like, the church.
I mean, to a certain extent, but even so, less so than the technocracy, for sure.
I mean, if we really want to get philosophical about it, they're literally out for the broader good.
Well, the people who are halfway decent don't adhere to the quote-unquote broader good. It's doing little things where you can.
I found a high trace of iron in this.
Something they picked up from the ground.
Maybe. It's definitely there, though.
Is it iron that's been worked?
No.
Okay.
It comes from somewhere else. You all watch an animated being made of flame walk down one of the spaces, like one of the aisles here, and bring John like a steaming cup of coffee.
That might be the coolest thing I've seen all day.
Thank you. He thanks the spirit and just immolates itself.
Really? Fire in the library?
Oh, the books here are completely non-reactive to it.
No.
One of the first enchantments.
Hmm.
You don't house this much paper when a member of House Flambeau might be dropping it.
I like those guys.
Very clever.
At arm's length.
Very useful, especially when things get tough. So, I'll continue the analyzation work here.
Okay. And we will continue detective work.
It's good work. It's important. I worry about this stuff being in the street.
Yeah, us too.
Well, good luck to the three of you. Oh, I was thinking, just as a thought, it might be useful, especially if things get difficult, that you all eventually forge a place where you can go and work. As much as Sherry and I love seeing you all the time, Oliver, and occasionally seeing your friends, it would be good if you had your own chantry or chapter house or something.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
The way Dante would see Tudor like visibly perk up in a way that like could only be described like a high school senior that heard that they had a day off to do nothing. You know what I mean? Just like a visible excitement washes over her, raring to go, chomping at the bit. Dante.
Yeah.
That is one of the best ideas anyone has said in your presence since I've known you.
Okay.
It's like how the church is for people who belong there. It's a brilliant idea for you and yours to have a place to work, or at least yours to have a place to work that you could visit to work, since it's a different paradigm likely than what you're going to experience. But clever. I like him more and more all the time.
Yeah, so why don't you stay with them?
I can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're stuck with me.
Now listen here. You know that you're my highest priority, no matter what. It's you and me versus whatever comes around. I wouldn't want to just abandon you even if I could. But also, you know I can't leave you like that.
You know, I think the thing that sucks most about what I'm learning about all this is that the only doctrine of mutuality that I can find is with the people that legally enforce it with each other. That sucks. I didn't necessarily ask to get shuttled into whatever pathway I ended up in. You know, you all didn't necessarily choose where you landed. Yet, I afford as much charity as I can to how things are couched here, how things are said here, how things are presented here, and the facts that are the facts. And yet I'm the one who has to walk on eggshells because whoever it is I work for is seen as the big bad. And I'm waiting for that moment where they did something to either one of you. Besides, you know, I don't know, wage war against our ancestral factions or whatever that means. Because truth be told, man, I don't even know what the organization looked like then. All I know is what I see now.
Yeah, my beef isn't on an ancient level. My beef is with the fact that they tried to capture me. That's my beef.
And I don't care. Really. I have my side. I'm just doing my jig. and I don't care about the war or whatever else is going on. But I'm not going to let them tell me what to do.
That's what they do, though.
Right, I know that. You know that. But
Yeah, let's do what we can to work together. I guess we'll figure out how to situate ourselves in a way that allows for proper collaboration.
yeah,
Safely.
there's no reason we can't work together.
I don't see any reason why.
No.
And if they have a problem with it, they can take it up with me. So far, they haven't. So far, the only pushback I've gotten is beating the shit out of somebody in public and flexing my brain too hard.
Okay, well, we're going to move on then. We got stuff to do.
Indeed, you do. And we will find out what that is next episode. So thank you for joining us for this episode of Mage, The Great Beyond, as we continue our Mage storyline. Lots of fun things. And it seems like we've got multiple murder investigations now. I love that for us and for our players. So thank you and good night.